folks, welcome to the show. This week, we're in Pennsylvania, and we're chasing rut-crazed bucks with my brother Jason.
Another day in the good Lord's creation. Thank you, Lord. Thank you to my wife, Jessica, for putting up with me during hunting season. I love you, honey. I know I can be hard sometimes in hunting season. So thank you for letting me do what I do and do what I love. We're here in southeastern PA. We're still looking for a buck. Alright folks, well, here we are at it again. We're trying to seal a deal here in PA. We got a couple weeks left and then we're heading to Ohio. I'm trying to get it done PA before I head to Ohio. Mid-40s today. Wind's out of the north-northeast, which is perfect for this set. It's blowing my wind right over this ridge and out above the deer. And Jeff texted me, said he heard Jason in the dark. He's at the other end of the property. And I'm hoping that that's a good sign. We saw a deer. When we pulled in, there was deer on the property, right by the house. So we're hoping we can seal the deal today. It's cool, it's calm. There's a scrape right here. So it's gonna get exciting, I'm sure. Stay with us, Whirlwind Dark Outdoors. That was pretty cool. I just filmed one of those pileated woodpeckers and things are awesome. There's a couple nesting bears on this property and I just got the opportunity to film one of them feeding and climbing up this tree. That was awesome. Now to make this day complete, let's get a big old buck to walk by here and I can call it a day.
That fox is lucky Carl isn't in the stand.
That was a cool experience. I just hit the bleep. And I heard something, I turned around and here comes a fox.
World Went Dark is brought to you by Mountain Hollow Game Calls, the Hooker Deer Drag, Executioner Broadheads, Lowe's Whitetail Deer Scent, Muddy Bottom Outfitters, and these other fine sponsors.
The shortest distance to success is not always measured by the easiest path in life. Sometimes a little extra patience goes a long way while in the outdoors. Sometimes a little extra attention to detail separates a good broadhead from an exceptional broadhead. Sometimes the choice is simple. Choose Executioner Broadheads the next time you're out in the woods. Executioner Broadheads, born to kill.
This segment brought to you by Backwoods Taxidermy. Located in Potsdam, New York, Backwoods Taxidermy is your one-stop shop for all your taxidermy needs. Give them a call today at 315-386-4371.
I just hit the bleep. And I heard something, I turned around and here comes a fox. Right under us, right into that scrape. Hopefully that's a sign of good things to come. Squirrels are keeping me occupied while I'm waiting on the deer. These things are entertaining. I don't think there's one squirrel that appreciates another squirrel. They all chase each other around. Makes for an entertaining day. That was pretty exciting. I heard some chasing behind me. I turned around just in time to see a doe coming. And she got right here to 20 yards, and then she turned around. And I couldn't see the buck that was chasing her. I could see him, but I couldn't tell what he was. And they ran off, and then the doe came down here in the corner. And I seen her, and I bleated, and she started coming up this trail right here. And she probably got to 30 yards. And then I don't know if she spotted me or didn't like what she saw or what, I don't know, but she turned around and went back down. And then crossed the trail down into there. And then a couple minutes later, I look up and I see this deer, and I can put horns on him. He was just a little guy, I think he was a 6-pointer. And I bleated at him, and he stared over here for a long time, and then he finally started making his way over here. But when he got to where that doe was standing, he smelled her, and he was on the trail. He walked right down there, right where that doe did.
This segment brought to you by Lowe's Whitetail Scents. As Ricky Lowe says, you want to see more deer? You better smell like one. Get yours today at loweswhitetail.com.
Simple. Efficient. Amazing. The Hooker Deer Drag. Patented. Made in the USA. Available online at hookerdeerdrag.com. Take a hooker to the woods with you.
This segment brought to you by The Buck Cage. Cage your next buck. Get yours today at buckcage.com.
So they're cruising today. Good morning. I'm excited I seen deer. Hopefully Jeff's having some action too. Stay with us, Whirlwind Dark Outdoors.
Well, folks, that was all the action for the morning hunt. So we decided to get down, regroup a little bit, but it's right back in the stand for the afternoon hunt.
Alright folks, well here we are back in for the afternoon set. I made the mistake of getting out of the tree this morning. Unfortunately, I had to go to the bathroom. And there was nothing I could do about it. I didn't want to get out after the morning we had, but I had to. So, Jeff moved location, so he got out. We went and I used the bathroom, and we ate something quick, and we came right back in. We were out of the stand for an hour. And I walked back down to my stand, and there's fresh urine in this scrape right here. And I get everything set up, and I go to step up into the stand, and a deer jumps up from 20 yards away, bedded, and runs down the hill. That's a hard lesson learned. I really wanted to stay in, but I could not. I gotta figure something else out because it's the rut. You gotta be in a tree now, so that's my mistake. I shouldn't have made. But my hope is that it's a hot doe and it beat in the scrape. I can see the bee mark and it's still. Hopefully it's a hot doe. And she laid some center out here and all the boys will be coming to check her out. We'll see. I guess my hope is her milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, as they say.
Her milkshake brings all the boys to the yard? Jason, what was that?
Stay tuned. Whirlwind Dark Outdoors.
Just after the sun goes down, Jason hears some footsteps from behind him.
Right.
Well, Jason, I guess you were right. Her milkshake did bring the boys to the yard.
I cannot believe that just happened. I cannot believe that just happened. He came here fresh in that scrape. I hope I got him. It looked a little front. Yeah, I popped out right down here. Sorry I couldn't follow him. I was in shock. Let's call Jeff.
Folks, that's one of the best phone calls a guy can get.
Yo, I just smoked a buck. Yeah, dude, he came walking right down the freaking four-wheeler trail from where I walk in at. Walked right to this scrape. Started messing. Yeah, a good one, dude, a good one. I don't I don't know exactly how big because it happened so fast, dude. He came down the trail and I had the camera pointing at the scrape and I hit record and he walked right over to the scrape and started freshening it, and then he walked out to the left, like past me, quartering away. And I made sure he was in the frame and I think I smoked him.
If you want to see more deer, you better smell like one.
Drive rut-crazed bucks right into your hunting path with the most powerful estrus scent collected from real does. From their signature buck butter to the new rub and ride, all of Lowe's deer scents are vacuum sealed for freshness. For buck butter, wet deer cover scent, fatal attraction, suicide buck, and more, get yours today at www.loweswhitetail.com. This segment brought to you by Hidden Armor Scent Elimination System. Hidden Armor destroys both bacterial and non-bacterial caused odors and keeps you hidden from that big buck all season long. Get yours today at hiddenarmor.com.
Yeah, a good one, dude, a good one. I don't know exactly how big because it happened so fast, dude. He came down the trail and I had the camera pointing at the scrape and I hit record and he walked right over to the scrape and started freshening it, and then he walked out to the left, like past me, quartering away. And I made sure he was in the frame and I think I smoked him. All right, well, meet me over here then. Meet me at my tree. All right, brother. Later. I cannot believe that just happened. I cannot believe it.
So here, the scrape right over there, actually this afternoon is fresh. So there was actually pee in it. I jumped a deer right here. I don't know what it was, I couldn't see it, but it was one lone deer. And I sat here all afternoon and didn't see another thing. And right before last light, I hear crunch, 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 and I know it's a deer coming. And I look back up that way and I can't see nothing. And all of a sudden he comes around the corner and I can see it. I can tell right away it's a buck. I don't even see horns yet, but I know it's a buck. So I get the camera rolling, I get the GoPro rolling, I grab my bow. My tree is right there. I was up to those branches. He walks right over to that scrape, starts messing with it, hitting the licking branch, sniffing the scrape, walks right over here somewhere, and I shot him. And I'm hoping that I smoked him. Blood all over it. Not much in him, is there? But there's blood all over the arrow. Look. So I'm assuming that it went in and flopped back out. It must have moved off the shoulder. Where? Yeah, it is. Done. Monster, but heavy, man. He is heavy, bro. He smells like that crazy.
That's the one that got me.
That's what?
That's the one that spotted me in that tree.
Really?
That's him. Yep. That's him.
No kidding. Well, this is a big bodied deer, so we got to take care of him. We're going to get him cleaned up. And then we're going to get the Hooker deer drags to get him out of here, because there ain't no way we're getting him out of here without it. So let's go get the Hooker deer drags, Jeff, and get him out of here.
hook up to that with the hooker deer drag. Get him out of here.
Folks, you see how easy that is? This is a big body deer. And with the hooker deer drag, those two simple pieces of equipment, you're able to get this deer out of here real easy.
Gives you leverage is what it does. And it keeps the deer away from your body so it's not hitting you in the legs. And this is a big body deer. And we gotta go uphill, I think, one way or the other. So, to necessitate it for me, because I'm lazy, I'm gonna have Jeff help me here. I could do it myself, but I'm lazy. So get over here.
It's an awesome buck, Jason. Big old body on him. Thank God for those hooker deer drags. Folks, thanks for tuning in. Join us next week as we hunt with Shane Montgomery from Montgomery Outdoor Adventures in the great state of Ohio.
Folks, thanks again for watching this episode of WWDO TV. Real quickly, I want everybody to do me a favor and head on over to onewishfoundation.org. This is a company we partnered up with this year for the TV show, and everybody here, including myself, we're very passionate about this foundation. It's a great organization run by great people. It's one wish, one dream, one life, one memory that lasts forever. Check them out, onewishfoundation.org. Thank you.